like I said, I told the young man to leave BAYELSA. So he left. Then we started pushing him too until he went to this AY competition, and then we voted until he won. In fact, his first international passport, I had to book it for him when Sheila was taking him to Lagos, London. You know, that's a very good talent. Aproko is a good talent. And so I looked at it that, okay, these young people that are now struggling, how do we should help them, we should push them. So we did that. When I was chief whip in the House of Assembly, something happened. A crop of students from NDU that could manufacture, produce a tricycle that when you ride, it peels cassava. And the process of peeling is to convert kinetic energy to power. And these guys were going for a competition in Lagos. There was no sponsor. I single-handedly sponsored them. And they went and even came tops. They won that this thing. I even tried to get to the Commissioner of Education. That look, we need to look inward and raise our people. You know, that young people that are striving. I want to. It's not all just in entertainment. I want to see how we could push young people who are striving to get to their destination, so that we could look back and say, "Wow, we're proud." It is good to be part of someone's success story. That's one thing with me, and that's the love I have. That I am part of this person's success story. It gives me joy. So then I saw the talent, the stars we have in town. So now start helping them. And since because of my love for entertainment, so the entertainment bit became very obvious. But I do other things, you know, under the same.
Okay, please tell us those things. No, BAYELSAns don't know that behind the scenes.
You see, there are some young ladies. Like when you chat with young ladies, when they like your distance, people, the conclusion is that you want to sleep with them. That's the mindset. But that's not completely true. You see, there are some young ladies. Imagine a young girl who is now doing lashes, eyelashes, and the rest of them. Now, what she needs is a ring light, right? Or LED or whatever they use. And she doesn't have the money to do that, get that. And then you see some of them come on social media to post, God, send an helper to do this. I pay special attention to things like that when I see posts. This person needs help. And if that singular act could put that girl and, you know, instead of sleeping around, she could be doing her business and make a living for herself. Why don't we do that? So I do that along, you know, quietly. I do that mostly. When I see young girls, basically girls, because it's a society where we have, you know, girls have found themselves competing with boys, right? So when you see young girls struggling, why don't we push them? I have several cases, you know, set up businesses for young I've not even known before. And after that, I don't even see them again. But when you see on social media that they are doing well, I'm happy. Somebody wants a mixer, she's a cake baker, she wants a mixer. She was crying on social media. People our friends will come and say, God will send somebody. Other people will come. When they don't pay attention, I go to the inbox. Okay, how much is this? 70,000 naira. 70,000 naira will solve this problem. Okay, 70,000 naira I could sit with friends and drink 300,000 naira NEC or drink. And then why don't we do this? So that this person can be doing that. She's doing her business and making her living. I do popcorn. I need a popcorn machine. I can't do it for everybody. There are some who have asked, I don't have the resources to do because nobody can help everybody. But somehow we do that along the line. And, you know, I've seen these boys, this thing on Instagram before and TikTok, but I don't know him before, RP. The boy is doing this thing as a student, you know, and he's making a living out of it. But he needs to compete with those in Lagos and the rest of them. So he needs a camera that has a better picture quality. Yes. You know, a closed man is a closed destiny. I was invited for a program. I went there. He was part of the panelists. In course of his presentation, he talked about he needs help. He needs a new phone. This young man is doing this and this phone is going to help this man too. Okay. I announced. That time I was announcing that I didn't even have the money. But I announced, okay, Repeat, don't worry. I will help to get the phone for you. The boy is very grateful. And anytime I see what he's doing, I'm happy. And so what somewhere along the line, when he writes his success story, his name will be mentioned somewhere.
Exactly.
Do you understand? That's what drives me. Young people that are struggling, both girls, boys. If you have the opportunity, let's help. If Tonye Emmanuel is doing this, another person also doing this, we can push these guys, and then people are making a living. One would say, use our future leaders, this, that. It takes a whole lot. If we're talking about entrepreneurship, it must not be gathering them somewhere and teaching them is entrepreneurship most times. So sometimes we just do little things and push somebody. Exactly. The people are doing their businesses. You know, what is affecting us is we have government is virtually doing everything. We don't have a private sector. And so these little things are the ones that are going to drive the private sector. Why don't we do it for them? So that's what drives me. In all sectors, I help on the ground. I don't have the resources to. If you go and look my account, say I have nothing. But the little I have, if that is going to, instead of spending that money frivolously, I can touch a life, then I do it. What about school fees? You know, so we do them, you know, on the sideline. A lot of people are also doing it, but me, I take it as a calling that we must push people. If we don't do these things, and then we still spend this money to get them arrested when they commit crime. So why don't we push them? So that's kind of a thing. But more of the entertainment, because I love entertainment actually.
Exactly. Okay, let's talk about entertainment more. Let's talk about Jawanda. So many of us see the way you package and you carry Jawanda. Is Jawanda your artist? Is he signed under your record label?
No. I don't even have a record label. I'm working towards that, trying to get a record label, but then it's not a record label. My thing is that that's one of the best artists we have in this side. Okay. You know, but unfortunately, he's just been roving around. You know, even help comes in until His Excellency the Governor. You know, we got to him, and this current movement to Lagos was sponsored by the Governor. You know, that had to push. The governor is that type of person, you know. When you get an issue to him, if he gets hold of the issue and he gets him convinced, you know, so he had to, okay, this young man, let us help him. It doesn't matter where he was coming from, but we pushed it that way. And then, because the young man has talents, right? So it's not as if it's an artist that is signed under me. Because the very day I saw him, I was already in the House of Assembly. I went for a program in OD, where Ziliagri organized a prayer program in OD. And then that's when Jawanda newly sing this. So he came and sang that song. I said, this boy has voice. So from that point, I started monitoring and following him. That's how I took him, got him close to me, and then we struggled to see her. At some point, I even took him to stay in Lagos, got somewhere for him to stay. Things didn't go well. He came back again. I got him to meet with Arisong. Then Arisong was at its peak. I took Arisong and Casey to club because of Jawanda and my younger cousin. I took them to club, Quilox, and then discussed business to see how these people can also be helped. I initiated on our governor. The governor would have handed Jawanda to Davido. You know, so my own is to struggle to see that these boys, if we pick one person and the person gets to the top, he will now begin to look other ones that are coming. You know, it's not going to be difficult for other ones. Because if we get Jawanda, Jovin, any of these guys to that level, then they will now begin to appear with them in their songs, and then we begin to raise them. Because we need an alternative from Lagos. Everybody must not be in Lagos to make it.
Everybody must not be in Lagos, yes. Exactly.
So we need to do that, and that's my thinking. So he's not my artist, but he's somebody that is good. Everybody agrees that he's good. Only that he's also now, you know, he's not a very young boy anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
You get my point? But it doesn't matter because the boy, he still has the talent, he still has a voice. It's another of his songs is coming. He sent it to me. I listen. I criticize. I sent other people to criticize. He's going to come. That one is going to be more than my baby. You know. So I told him that you have to move away from this your raga, this, that, and come to the reality. So that's why you see this. See my baby. It's a different. It's danceable. This thing. So this other one that is coming is even more than that. So we are monitoring. Look at what Jovin is doing too, right? Every time I keep encouraging that young man. If he has a program, I appear. It doesn't matter. He's little, I support him. You know, we have another of our boy who just did his concert here. He stays in Lagos, Danny Twist. Yeah. I bought a table, supported him, went to, you know, give him that support. The mother even came to say thank you. You know, the thing is, when you help someone, and then when the people, they pray for you and tell you thank you, it gives me this kind of satisfaction. Not because I'm doing it because I have it, no. But one way or the other, let us, all of us, be part of someone else's success story so that we can make the society a better place for everybody.
Okay, sir. So some of our entertainers in Bayelsa State says there is no industry in Bayelsa. Do you agree in that?
It's not well managed. That's the point. I think that whoever that handles the tourism sector should be able to harness these things and bring them to the governor's attention. The governor is focused on doing other things. Yeah. Like the governor before this current governor, when he came in, he said he was going to vote out some money for a movie village or something this thing, but he didn't see the light of day. How it happened, we didn't know. So we must have people who are deliberate, who are interested in tourism in all the sectors, and then try to see how we can raise creatives.
Yes.
You know, we must look into the creative industry. We have them here. Is to groom them and push them out. So it has to be deliberate. The governor cannot be everywhere. Anybody who is handling that should begin to look at that. We should begin to start having beautiful, mighty shows in December. There's a multiplier effect of these things you do. You do a show. Imagine Bole.
Bole Festival.
People are investing in those things. Food and Arts Festival had been on before even Bole Festival came. Those young people, those boys have been trying. But they need support. They don't have the resources. They need both government and the private sector support. Local content, everybody should start coming to support it. Because I went to Port Harcourt to see people, I didn't go for the festival anyway, but they see people going to higher hotels, everywhere filled. The economy, the industry, there is so much money. It's like in oil industry. That's how it is in the entertainment industry. So we must take part of it.
Okay, that's very true. We have actually sat with so many creators and they tell us that no, just uploading certain things online can even fetch you money.
Absolutely.
So just to push more on that,
some of them is just to get a good quality camera, so that it will be, appreciable by the viewers. So that person needs a phone. Why don't we get it for the person so that the person can continue to do what they are doing?
Okay, so most of our entertainers, they ask questions and they say certain things. So we want to ask, is it possible for entertainment to become like a major economic growth or drive in Bayelsa State?
Very possible.
Many entertainers believe that you must go to Lagos to make it.
No. It's very possible that we can do it here. See, in the entertainment industry, everything about entertainment, tourism, and everything, people are looking for alternatives. Sometimes things become monotonous, so people are tired. So you must be innovating. To tell you the truth, people may get tired with Lagos. I know that last year went to Lagos, the other year went to Lagos. This year, why don't we go to somewhere? So we create an alternative for people to come in the industry, in the tourism. It's all encompassing. You understand? Creatives, everybody. So if a show goes on, everybody is involved in it. And people will begin to troop. Let me tell you one thing. Ordinary club that was Ubombo Plaza in this town during Alame sales time, people were coming from Lagos, Warri, Edo, Port Harcourt to club. Hotels were fully booked. Restaurants were selling seriously. Bombo Plaza faded away. And then Jack to Paul, a kind of lounge, kind of live district came, owned by Famous, in Ingbe Road. Every Thursday was the day for Jack to Paul. Is it Thursday or whatever? This town was filled to the brim. You couldn't get no space. Ingbe Road, go there. People were, vendors were coming with different kind of things. That place was. Do you get what I'm saying? Yes. And then politically, they chased the young man out and Jack to Paul closed down. So we need to position in such a way that people should start seeing Bayelsa as a destination. Yes. Both investment, entertainment, tourism. Yeah.
Exactly. That's correct, sir. Okay, so let's move away from the entertainment.
I'm even canvassing, even in the movie, this thing, I'm canvassing that's the way Asaba did it, that Asaba became a destination.
Exactly.
We should take that Asaba, this thing. How did they do it? The Delta arranged government, through their whatever, they arranged in a way that if you are shooting a movie in Asaba and to put their cast and crew in an hotel, if the room is 20,000 naira, the government takes in 10,000.
Okay.
Do you understand? The person who is the producer pays 10,000. So accommodation becomes cheaper for production. Do Do you get? So people start tripping to Asaba, not because they have more sites than us. So we can also make an alternative.
That's where the
people are looking for places now. Asaba too, they are not tired of Asaba. They want other destinations. So we can also tap into that, and then people will be coming here to shoot movies.
Because we have it all.
We have it all. There are a lot of places to shoot movies. The forest, whatever, river. The government now comes in to provide security. And that's all. We can become an alternative. And tourism is because with all the infrastructure we have, when we have people flocking in, businesses will even strive.
Yeah.
So tourism moves the world.
Exactly. Oh. Thank you so much, sir. We really appreciate it.
Your head is filled there.
We're on level to never learn. Okay, sir, let's move away from entertainment small and let's talk about the Housing and Development Authority, where you're GM, General Manager. So there are so many cases where people talk about how agents and landlords increase house rents and all that. So we have so many discussions about some persons off camera concerning this whole matter, how people post things about it. So we want to know if you have a way you can, or government have a way they can control this pricing of houses, to regulate the prices of house rent in Bayelsa State.
Let me also say this so that everybody should understand. When you hear Housing and Property Development Authority, in every RMDA, they are set up with by laws.
Okay.
So there is a law establishing the Housing and Property Development Authority. After studying the law, I don't have the power to regulate housing prices or cost of renting, accommodation, and the rest of them. It's not within I think with what I saw there is, for me, my own is to build, sell, rebuild.
Okay.
Do you understand? From maybe perhaps the interfacing with private sector to come in to build, sell, or government is sponsoring, funding, you build, you sell, like the way they have the Okaka estate, government build, sold these things, money is recovered, then you now build other estates. You can source for funds and build. So my own is to provide accommodation for our people. But in another way, I also think that if we provide more accommodation for Bayelsans and then reduce the number of persons going for house rents, prices will come down. That's a way of allowing the interplay of the market forces of demand and supply.
Yeah.
You understand? If less people go for houses, right? So what we'll now do is the private sector and government to provide more houses. People own their houses, more houses. So I'm not renting houses. You will die with your house. People will not come to rent your house. You'll be forced to bring down the price. So it's for us to provide more accommodation for both low income, middle, and do you get my point? Yes. So that we can do that. And that's what the governor is also doing through my office. By December, God willing, if we're able to get the landscaping and the Sanfil and this thing done, we're going to hand over about 108 flats, one-bedroom flats to low-income earners, both civil servant and non-civil servants in Bayelsa. If you go to Okaka behind Arid now, you see what we're doing. They are even doing the road now. The Ministry of Works is also doing the road now. So the houses are ready. We are painting the last house, which is housing 108 flats. In that place, we had about 191 flats. So we are doing 108 flats, meaning we still have about 80-something flats left that we can. Imagine that 191 persons own their houses, meaning 191 persons will not rent house again.
Wow.
So I think it's to provide more low-cost houses for our people, But then the only thing is we don't have the price regulation and the rest of them. However, there was a motion that was moved in the State Assembly by Honorable Barrister Tarepuri, and I saw a letter on my table. They want to partner with us to see how we can do that. We can do stakeholder engagement. It's man humanity to man. Yes. You have built this house several years ago. So the cement that you think the price has gone, you didn't buy the cement at this time. So why are you not unilaterally increasing? So it's man humanity to man. It's wickedness. Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, it's wickedness.
Very, very true.
I'm also not even good a businessman in this housing thing. Do you know that I had a small estate? People were not even paying me. People were begging me, okay, please, I have no more. They were not paying me house rent. I said, which kind of wala be this? And I was feeling for people. I wasn't a good businessman. So what I did was, okay, my family people, my wife and my family people who need houses to stay, 2-bedroom, one bedroom and self-contained. We put our people there. Okay, since you people are not paying me house rent, since I'm paying house rent for my people, let them go and stay in this place. So my people are staying in that place. They are not coming to disturb me for house rent again, but they are staying there free of charge. But what I'm saying is that how can we be, unilaterally increasing house rents? And it's your own people, BAYELSA. You're suffering your people because you think you are making money. So we must have a little bit of conscience. So I think with that motion that has come from the house, we can sit down and have, a talk, even with landlords, and discuss about it. And they should understand that it's BAYELSA that are coming to rent this thing. We should be careful. Your house, by the time you built your house, cement was 200, maybe 2,000 naira a bag. Now cement is 10,000 something. You are not telling me that because of this you are increasing your house rent. It doesn't make any sense.
Increase this house rent.
Maintenance, we understand because of maintenance cost that you can. But if you want to increase, but every year you are increasing. And then there are also times that somebody has 250,000 naira to pay house. Now you are now saying you must pay 2 years.
Exactly.
So would the person now go and get under 250,000? Then you see the people going to beg other people to help them. So it's not done. In advanced places, people pay house rent monthly.
The agents are the one instigating.
They pay house rent monthly or quarterly or half a year or 1 year. Maximum 1 year.
1 year.
So if you have 300,000 naira, somebody should not stop you to go and look for under 300,000, pay 600,000, and then you are not paying agents. That agenting is also very funny. The buyer is paying agent, the seller is paying agent. So it becomes very expensive, for our people. So these are things we can discuss. I've seen the letter from the House of Assembly. So we'll go to partner and then look for a way forward. Like I said, it's not within my purview. My legal backing the establishment of that thing does not give me the power to do beyond what I should do. My mandate is to build and rebuild, build, sell and rebuild.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, just like one of my last questions, flooding and house scarcity are major issues in BAYELSA. With your office, are there any solutions for BAYELSANs?
Yeah, the governor in his broadcast has said that he is going to do housing, and he has been very deliberate. Unfortunately, we all our things are set. They even acquired a piece of land, about 30 acres of land by the new stadium they are building for us to build housing units there. So by the time they finish paying compensation, we'll start work in that place. So he's very deliberate about that one. And we are also planning to provide houses in the LGA headquarters. His plan is to create mini cities, so that not everybody will be coming to Yenagoa. And aside that, if you're working in an LGA headquarters, you should be able to stay there. If you stay there to work, not from Yenagoa going to work in Kayama and then coming back, or work in Sagbama and coming back, stay in Sagbama, stay in Kayama. That will also boost the local economy in that place. People will go to market in those places. So let us try or can see create some cities. So if you have accommodation is the basic thing. So if you have accommodation, you could stay the week there, and then maybe weekends you can come over here. So we have all those plans on ground.
That's very lucrative. What should we look forward from you? What plans do you have ahead?
Okay, thank you very much. I think that when they, on their own, start calling me Don JAZZY of BAYELSA, and at some point I told them that, politically I've become Speaker of the State House of Assembly before. I shouldn't come under anybody's shadow.
Yes, exactly.
So coming under Don JAZZY's shadow is not a good thing for me. That's why the T-Boss global thing surfaced. Also now, since I am known entertainment-wise, I should take advantage of entertainment industry and the tourism industry. So we are now going into the entertainment industry. I'm investing massively in it, so that this thing about BAYELSA BAYELSA is not fun, it's boring. We are not creating an alternative. That people should have opportunity to have fun. So every month, one day, at least one day, people should be able to come out, gather, even begin to network, have fun, listen to comedy, dance, music, play games, see a movie.
Okay, so just to round this up, we want to ask, what advice do you have for young entertainers? Let me just put it as those younger ones coming up, trying to also try. We have people that are also struggling one way or another. You started to say, you were a bus conductor, like you did that. So people are also actually on that stage till now. should they stay motivated and possibly tomorrow they can have a colorful future. So we need an advice from you.
Yes, the advice is first, getting to the top is not easy. So don't ever think that getting to the top is going to be rosy, except there's a divine intervention somewhere. But if not, it's not easy. So, but you must be focused and dedicated. That's what I want to tell the entertainers. And then again, entertainers in BAYELSA, I ask for their unity and collaboration. You know, you need to support yourselves. Like when I went to the comedy programs, if I'm a comedian, I'm running a comedy show and I want 1 or 2 artists to come, the monies we use in paying the artists to come is also a problem. We need to help each other. And, you know, be focused in what you're doing. Entertainers, I also see that some attach themselves to political groups. So, no, that's not the way to run this. You should be free to do what you want to do and be focused and be dedicated and ready to learn. It must not be on the fast lane to get there. And now these are different opportunities have come. It's not like those days when you are thinking of where to market your music. Now your music can be everywhere. So just try that to get a good message in your music. You know, get good lyrics and send them out. We're here, get people to get them promoted. You know, so I believe that by working together, cooperation, you know, developing your talent, develop yourself, don't stay in one place. You know, don't be too static. You need to flow with the way things are flowing. You need to be modern in the things you do. But in all, I want unity in the entertainment subsector, in all facets. You are a movie producer, you are a musical artist, you are anybody involved in the creative industry should have a way to unite amongst themselves to see how we can push ourselves. You know, so.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Tonye Emmanuel Isenah. It's been amazing having you here on TableMatas podcast. You can only get this level of information, entertainment here on TableMatas podcast, and I should be honest, it's been a privilege having you here. We have anticipated majority of our entertainers that came here mentioned your name. So thank you so much for being here on TableMatas podcast.
We also have a gift for you, sir.
Good to be with you.
Yeah, we have
fun too.
We have.
And by the way, I like your studio and I like your
Thank you,
setting.
sir. Thank you, sir. We have a branded shirt for you, sir. The branded shirts for you as our boss. So that they go shift more. As our boss. So we want to give you this. Yes, no before you for my boss. The shirts. It's not just.
Which one with this one? This one I go do blue like this. I be Arsenal fan now. Why they go bring Chelsea come give me now?
Just okay. Sorry, sir. We forgot. We want to present on behalf of TableMatas. We wanted to present. It's really the Chelsea.
My Chelsea people the 9 day yo.
Sorry, sir.
Be guided.
Sorry, sir.
See that? This is better. I'm not a Chelsea fan. Yes. I love blue color. So people there. Beautiful. Why are you trying to test me? You're trying to test me.
We got you.
You're trying to test me. You're an Arsenal fan. Immediately I hold this on Chelsea, that's how I don't count. Because I've been gone up for life.
Thank you so much, sir, for coming. I also have a branded carrot chips for you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
TableMatas podcast.
Yes,
Thank you very much. You guys are doing a wonderful job, a new man job. Please keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
And let's work together in the state.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms on Instagram, YouTube, on Facebook. Hit the like button and subscribe to all our social media platforms.